Have you ever wondered why you can't resist buying anything and everything that just has a discount tag? You might think you're getting a great deal, sure, but did you know that none of that is coincidence or just sheer luck? Today, we'll dive into the psychology of discounts and pricing. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge, both as a creator and a consumer, on all the little tricks retailers have mastered to make you buy. But before we continue, make sure to subscribe to this channel and like this video, and so we can continue to feed you nuggets of information on brain and behavior. So the very first thing we need to understand is perception of value. Consumers' perception of value refers to their subjective assessment of the value of a product or service compared to its cost. This can play a crucial role in overall satisfaction with purchases. Even if an actual price reduction is minimal, for example, a product offered at $99 instead of $100, this can still be quite effective. The price of $99 is still below the psychological threshold of a 3-digit number like 100, which can lead to consumers perceiving it as a better deal. So moving forward from here, we go talk about scarcity, urgency, and triggering FOMO. As mentioned earlier, one discount strategy is offering limited time discounts, something that is more time sensitive. This is effective because it plays on the scarcity effect, which is a tendency to place more value on scarce objects than on those that have less value on available ones. It also triggers a modern phenomenon on fear of missing out, something that we talk about in another video. When a discount is time sensitive, it triggers a sense of urgency, as we mentioned earlier, and consumers feel that if they don't take advantage of this grand opportunity now, they'll be missing out on obtaining whatever said item is. Companies big and small use this strategy well. You can see it in special shopping holidays like Black Friday, where the very epitome of limited time discounts create mass hysteria just to buy. Many e-commerce brands also implement this strategy, oftentimes offering limited time off coupons or codes to trigger that sense of urgency in their visitors. There have been plenty of evidence pointing that consumers are ultimately rational. It's because emotions play a significant role in consumer decision making. And companies know this very well, which is why how you frame a statement or discount is what matters, not necessarily the number itself. The sense of urgency we get when we see a limited time offer is a type of anxious emotion we feel, but of course, it doesn't always have to be so bad either. By evoking positive emotions such as excitement or joy, you can also influence purchasing behavior. For example, phrases like buy one, get one free can create an innate sense of pleasure where we feel like we're getting more with less. People love free things so much so, their emotions may pull them to grab a product that is of lesser quality over something that has the word free in it. For example, take one study done where they got people to choose between a more exquisite Lindt truffle chocolate versus a cheaper, less tasty Hershey's Kisses chocolate. They priced the Lindt truffle at 15 cents per piece and a Hershey's Kisses at 1 cent per piece. Of course, unsurprisingly, people initially chose the former, with 73% of people munching away at Lindt. However, when reducing the price of the Lindt truffle to 14 cents per piece and offering the Hershey's at zero price, aka free, 69% of people chose the Hershey's instead. In the end, this discounting strategy of including the word free in itself plays to the zero price effect, in which the demand for goods or services is greatly enhanced at prices below zero compared to prices beyond zero. So if you've noticed, a lot of consumer behavior is governed by these cognitive biases that control a lot of us. We explained what cognitive biases are in another previous video, but we won't go into that here. Even earlier, we talked about scarcity effect or zero price effect, which are also cognitive biases. But some additional ones you can know is loss aversion, which is another common cognitive bias that you can use when creating a discount strategy. This refers to the tendency for us to strongly prefer avoiding losses over acquiring gains. What this means is brands usually frame discounts in a way where the consumer should avoid losing money rather than gaining a discount. Phrases like save $50 tap into the fear of losing money and can motivate shoppers to make that purchase. Highlighting that potential loss of saving something if the discount is not taken advantage of encourages people to make purchases to ultimately avoid the perceived loss. The anchoring effect is yet another cognitive bias used. This suggests that our decisions are influenced by a particular reference point or anchor. In the context of discounts and pricing, brands set a higher original price as a reference point, or the anchor. Then they offer a lower discounted price, which will then create that perception of value, as consumers will inevitably compare the discounted price to the original price. For example, Instead of just offering something at $300, you might want to place an anchor price crossed out and put the $300 right below or next to it. This makes the consumer think that in reference to $1,000, the anchor, $300 doesn't seem so bad and thus more likely to buy. This is also known as decoy pricing. As a brand or consumer, some other discount pricing strategies you can easily be aware of include percentage discounts. If you offer a percentage off in the original price, such as 50% off, consumers perceive a significant reduction in cost, which increases the value of the product. You can also do bundled products. So the perception of value increases when consumers see additional items included at a reduced price. Packaging multiple products or services together can enhance that perception of value. This is also known as the add-on pricing strategy, where you offer additional products or services at a discounted price. Then there are limited time discounts, as we talked about earlier in the video. Adding a time constraint to a discount such as 24-hour sale or limited stock increases that sense of urgency and scarcity. Then you can also add freebies into it. Consumers perceive more value when they see they're getting something extra without paying more. As we talked about earlier in the video, that word free is magical. Then you can also try to create loyalty programs. By offering discounts or rewards for repeated purchases, loyalty programs can create a perception of value among loyal customers. Discounts or special benefits customers receive are considered valuable by repeated customers because they feel like they're getting something special, something that others can't. In the end, whether you're a creator trying to sell a service or a product or just an innocent consumer in all of this, knowing about these psychological tactics can definitely be helpful. For creators or brands, knowing these psychological tactics are great for implementing into your general marketing strategy at large. Understanding the psychology behind pricing strategies to get you to buy helps you as a consumer to be more mindful of when you do buy and avoid falling into that trap of impulsively buying something. If you like videos like this, make sure to watch the video on the left and subscribe to this channel so we can continue to help you mine the golden mind.